Hello. I think I got all my stuff sent out. I started streaming, by the way.
Okay.
All right. What was that? Well, it's been recorded, whatever it is. I don't know why that's... Be right back. That's a weird noise. Yeah, one viewer. Yeah, we're hearing a weird noise, so we're gonna keep this going in case someone kills us.
It sounds...
Yeah. Well, I didn't know if that was that, if it was our screen door opening and closing in a weird way. Nope, he's trying to freaking get a little hot rod RC car to run on the freaking ice. Oh. Hey, Sea Spray. Sorry, I didn't quite see that. Let me... Okay, now I've got my chat open so I can see it. Ugh. My audio levels all good. Sorry, I haven't been coughing at all today. Another 5 minutes before I start streaming, my body's like, you know what you need to stop doing? Or start doing? It's time to start coughing again. It's not even like I haven't been talking today, because I've been talking a bit today. Yeah. So unless the neighbor's little RC car turns out to be a murder robot, I think we're good. Anyway, how are you doing, Sea Spray? And whoever the one viewer is in Twitch. I mean, you don't have to say anything. I need to be, like, over here, I think. Well, let me look at my thing. I kind of move stuff around. Okay. Ah. I'm doing alright. Worked on making on the next mermaid tale this morning. Didn't get as far as I wanted to on it, but I had to stop because I was just going a little insane. So, I think for the next one, which will be probably for me, because mine is a mess. I'm going to figure out a way to use glue instead of sewing all the scales on, because it takes forever. And like I did, I was doing all right, and then I messed up a stitch, well, a seam basically, and had to tear the whole seam out and do it again. And after I did that one, after tearing it out, I was just like, I'm good for today. Because tearing seams out of neoprene, which is very elastic in nature, and swimsuit fabric, which is also elastic in nature, is a pain in the butt. So I gotta work tomorrow, and I'm like, I mean, it'll be it'll be good work, but the weekend just seems so short. Is that? I don't know if you saw on Instagram, I'm doing a giveaway contest. Just kind of going more with the theme of what I'm doing, but for when I reach 2,000 followers is the deadline. Well, 2 days after I reach 2,000 followers. I got 3 people on Twitch. This is the whole picture. I'm just going over and doing the line art. I draw a lot of mermaids. And my New Year's resolution is to draw Pokemon. So Two birds, one stone. Which is super effective against flying types. But not against... Actually, that still might be super effective against Flygon. Shoot. I feel bad. My Pokécred's going out the window right here. Not knowing that off the top of my head. If Andrea was here, she would know. Actually, I really like this song. Very bouncy, which is what you'd expect from Mario. What else has happened today? Not much. It's been a lazy day. I went and got cat food, but... Had a... What was it? Not Italian. Indian food for dinner. That hit the spot. And we're kind of nervous, because the place we normally get our Indian food from closed. Well, it's been about a year now. It's been longer than a year now. Been just too nervous, because bad Indian food is bad. Which, we're still on the clock to see if this is bad. But... makes experimenting a little more risky than normal. I can't wait till I'm done coughing. Like, I feel fine otherwise. Just... The Pokemon is Flygon. It is... actually, I've got it right here. It is Ground Dragon. Okay, oh, because it's called Flygon, I always think it's dragon flying. Okay, so... oh, I got a notification. Oh. Just an achievement. So yes, as I said earlier, rocks actually wouldn't be very effective against it. Answered my own question, but I had to look it up, so. Mm-hmm. No, don't start. Oh, it's contagious. I do have to say, it's the first time I've ever drawn Andrea's face and actually been somewhat happy with how it's come out. Let me rephrase it. I've been happy how the other ones have come out. This is the first one that actually looks like Andrea. And Flygon is Gen 3. It evolves from Trapinch, and it's the middle one. I always forget the middle one. Come on, show me the evolution tree. Oh, wait. Go back up. Why'd you go halfway down the page? And Vibrava. Yeah. That's not a very... Alright. Back to drawing, because people are watching. I mean, it's fitting, I've got Pokemon music playing. Oh. I guess, oh no, I'm streaming to YouTube. Let me see if Pokemon Reorchestrated, if they allow people to stream their stuff, or if it'd get flagged on YouTube. Or Twitch. People on Twitch, feel free to ask questions if you want. If you don't want, that's perfectly fine. But questions always keep me talking. Which is probably a bit more exciting then. But I mean, to each their own. You might be like, man, dude, your voice is weird. Man, dude. I mean, sometimes I feel like I need to say that because with my what's it called? Instagram. Remember, that was the word I was looking for. My contest that I'm hosting, I've already had a couple people assume that I'm a lady. Which is, like, fine. Like, I don't judge them for it just because what I draw is considered a fairly feminine subject. But it's funny, and it could just be who I follow, but it seems like the people that draw mermaids the most are dudes. Like, consistently. Because you got Dylan Bonner? Oh, I'll have to look it up, I'm gonna get it wrong. See, now I'm not gonna be able to spell it. Shoot. I don't want to spend too much time trying to find it. Yeah, Dylan Bonner. Him, and then there's another dude who I follow. I can't think. Johan Antillon, there we go. He's French. I mean, and there's plenty of ladies that draw mermaids, but in terms of... Oh, and then the other MermaidComics guy. He was going to try to get another one up today. It'd be his first update in a while. Actually, no, that's not true. He updated the other day with a comic that really wasn't that funny. But, I mean, to be fair to him, it wasn't a joke about boobs, so he's branching out. And he's got a few gags that I like. But he's got the MermaidComics domain name, so I'm a little bitter. That's okay. I wouldn't actually get that domain if I were going to set up a website. Oh, Katie messaged us on Facebook today about that. I ignored it because I was working. Okay, 1 second. I got a coworker that didn't write down any of his hours and is now asking me for hours. Sunday night. And I could let him. Thursday. Okay. Oop, I got a bunch of stuff all of a sudden. Oh, sorry, I got distracted. It was Thursday. This is why you do your timesheets before Sunday night, Andre. I mean, it would help if we got our time cards before Wednesday night. Because by that point in the week, you haven't been doing it because you can't. And then so you're progressing a bad habit. So it's not completely his fault, but I make a I've been making a thing whereas if I don't have it done in the week before I am done my last day of the week, which this week was Thursday, but last week was Friday and whatnot before. Usually it's Friday. I try to have it done before I leave work. All right. Uh, 10 o'clock. 10:30. To 13:45. All right. And it was Thursday because I didn't work Friday. Okay, back to drawing. I apologize for the delay. And to be fair, I should have expected it. Is that picking up on my mic? That sounds loud enough to pick up on my mic. A little bit, yeah, okay. You guys are getting reverb there. I apologize for that. It's just all the other songs have been pretty quiet, so. I know I could put them in my headphones, but I don't like. No, actually, no. I could probably wear my headphones. I stopped wearing my headphones because because I still wasn't feeling super great, and putting headphones on kind of hurt after a bit. No, I just kind of like them wearing them down like this. No, we are not meeting at ISS at 7. Thank you. This is actually based off of the tale I made her. So it's got hearts. Hopefully the hearts don't fall off because I used a new glue and I'm not overly what's the word? Confident, that's a good word on how well it'll hold up. But we will see. Maybe after curing for a few days it'll hold a bit better. Gonna do a thinner, lighter line under the water. Okay. Sketch layer off. Don't look half bad, does it? Shit. Wait. As soon as I turn my phone off, Andre will text me again. Hold on a second. I'm gonna set this down. Get a drink. Actually, it's probably all the spicy food I had. Knocking everything loose again. See if anyone else has entered the contest. Oh, looky. Okay. Drill bits for 1032 screws. You know, Andre, this would have been a great conversation to have before almost 9 o'clock. Thank you. I'm hoping it fits and all that. So I did a couple things that I haven't done before. Well, I mean, shoot, even with mine and Rachel's tails, they did not fit the first time. Back over, actually. There's better. So I just where it doesn't fit, even though I did not lose nearly as much fabric as I normally do, or did with Rachel's and mine, so fingers crossed. Okay. Sketch layer. Ah. Yep. Just gotta work on my line weighting. Thank you. What's playing? I don't know what was just playing. Kind of sounded like Pale Blood Moon. But I could have been wrong. I can't really hear it. My speakers are kind of trash. I need to get some new ones. Because if I twist my right speaker just right, it loses power. If I twist my left speaker just right, it loses audio in the right speaker. So there is that. I don't know why Not a huge fan of having that crease. There we are. Had it for reference earlier. Okay, and 5 head neutral. Standard. Wait a second. It's funny because usually Andrea is in the stream by now. The one night I am drawing her. That's okay. Oh, shoot. Should be able to finish this before 9:30. Just like Andre, you're talking about all these things that you were told we would need when you were at the shop on Friday. Now you're talking about how we need to pick it up. You could have grabbed it while you were at the shop on Friday. It's a reason he doesn't get management position. Sorry. Thing is, I've already thought about this and had a plan. So, I'm letting him flounder. Because normally it's what I get to do at the situations like this. So hopefully yeah, no. Even though I did not work Friday, I saw the schedule update and figured, oh, I'm gonna have to make sure these things are taken care of. And so I was just gonna pick up the stuff in the morning. Shoot, even Saturday, because I saw the schedule, I went out and Rachel helped me pick up the truck I need from the shop. Not the shop, but the maintenance shop. I took it there last week because it gets the company wanted to have a detail and had a check engine light and the oil needed changed anyway, so instead of having to fit that in on my Friday morning, I used part of my Saturday to whatever. I don't know why Andre's coming down this job with me anyway. It's a one-person job. I do know why it's work's a little thin at the moment because we had a big cancellation. I mean, it'll be nice to have the company and have an extra person haul stuff up because it's on top of a hospital and we can't. People don't want to hear me talk about work. Feel free to ask questions. 'Cause that's what's on my mind at the moment. Oh shoot, I watched a guy on Twitch today and he was streaming VR chat, which I've heard about. Never played, but I heard quite a bit about it at work when I actually made VR games before this current job. And it was a lot less sophisticated back then than what I saw today, and oh boy, that's where the future's going. Like, I'm not surprised, but kind of disappointed. I mean, it's basically second. Twitch is another streaming service, kind of like what I'm doing here with YouTube. I'm streaming to it as well. It's got a... The reason is there's a few artists I follow that use Twitch, and I mean other people, but that's the main reason I watch Twitch, is to watch other artists draw and all that. And I really like the community that they have, so I'm trying to make my own little footprint. You can't do that if you don't stream it, but I also wanted to leave YouTube open as an option for people. So I'm doing both, and if I start getting people talking in Twitch chat, I've got someone watching at the moment, and they come and go, which is fine. People can either lurk or figure out if they want to continue watching or not. I know I'm not super exciting, so there, but yeah, that. I am getting better at this line art thing. If I do say so myself. I should. Thank you. Oh, I just gotta color it. But yeah, I'm actually really enjoying doing this little series of Pokemon and mermaids, and not necessarily having the Pokemon be water type. Ah, fantastic. Thank you. Thank you. Great pun. Right. I've always had a comic idea about all the overused mermaid puns, but I don't think I'll ever make that comic. Sorry, I'm just checking on stuff. Mostly because I don't know, it feels mean making fun of people that use this, because I mean people do it for the brand and whatnot, and it's fun, but it's not the kind of humor I want to go for in my stuff. Yeah, Mermaiding, fantastic, sure. Shell phone, I despise that one. I despise shell phone. The only way I will ever make... Yeah, but that's... The best joke I can... yeah. Shell phone, the only way I'll make that joke is to just have a cell phone, and that instead of like the Apple symbol on the back, it's just a shell, and that's it. Like so that's the only way I will ever make that joke. Because it's subtle. It's not not a shelfie. And see, I dislike it not because, well, it is a pun, but because in the 2003 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles show, that's what they called their phones, is shell phones, because turtles, and that's the only thing I can think of. So when everyone's like that, I'm like, you don't have a turtle phone. I'm not a huge TMNT fan, but I like it enough. I actually quite like the TMNT movie that came out probably almost 8 years, if not more, ago, because I was like a freshman in high school. Oh, hey. So this is actually not my first attempt at it. Here's kind of a... I started off with this. I should add more rocks. Yeah, we're good. That's it a little bit. Oh. Let me do something real quick, because that is blocking the bottom right of the screen. Face, we'll move me. There. Alright. Sorry about that. So yeah, I had the flag on here, and I was gonna draw Andrea over there, but I was like, like I liked how the rocks turned out, but I didn't like the rest of the framing. And then I had this idea, so I drew it because it's cuter. Let's... what? I thought I turned that off. It's also another reason that I'm kind of... Enable live chat, yeah? You're not... It's not supposed to automatic... I'm sorry about that. I don't think I can actually change that. Hey! Hey. Welcome, welcome. Just like... You can also enter the contest if you want, Andrea. But I had this idea and wanted to draw it, so... So there we are. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. I mean, pretty much anytime someone draws fan art for me, not particularly of me, no one's drawn me myself, but that's fine because I don't really put that out there. I mean, I'm putting it out there right now, but that's not why people follow me. It's not because of me. But did you have to say the line art has come out really well on this one, at least for the characters, for the Pokemon and Andrea, for Flygon. You know what sucks? I know I told Sea Spray earlier, but freaking no coughing at all today until like 5 minutes before I started streaming. Then my body was like, hey, you know what you should do? That we haven't done all day? I mean, it's not bad. It's just kind of annoying because I feel bad that I'm coughing while trying to talk because the mic is literally around where I cough. And I can't really tell. Actually, I could tell what my audio levels are. I don't think I'm clipping out the mic at all. Or anywhere close, but is what it is. So probably with the next week or so. I should be good. How many followers am I at? Hey, I've actually... So it's funny, because I posted my little contest this morning, and at first, like, I had 2 people enter. Both of them didn't follow the rules that I put down. And then I lost like 6 followers. It was just like, wow, this contest is going over great. Which, I mean, it happens. The whole... I realize whenever I post something, I'll get like a few new followers, and it's always a fair few of those are bots, so they get deleted after a couple days. I mean, I expected that. I messaged the people being like, hey, just so you know, you need to be able to do these things to qualify. I don't want you to miss out. And they're like, oh, thank you. I didn't realize that, or I forgot in the excitement. So I wasn't gonna... If they didn't do anything after I let them know, then, you know, then that was their own fault for not really wanting to participate, but they fixed it up real quick. As soon as I was like, hey, they're like, oh, shoot, sorry. So I don't want to be mean about it. That, and it's not like I have thousands of entries that I have to go through. Right now, I've got 7. Which is actually pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it so far. Oh, shoot, that's on the wrong layer. I know, I'm getting so good at drawing Pokemon. Like... Like, I'm so happy that I've been able to draw Pokemon so well lately. Because it's something I've always wanted to draw, but I know I haven't been good enough. Or, good enough is not. I haven't been happy with the results I was able to produce, I think is a better way to put it. Alright. Let's do color, because it's almost 9. But yeah, Adam, you missed out me having to step Andre through getting ready for tomorrow, because it was almost 9 o'clock and he didn't look at the schedule till now. Even though John talked to him, I know John talked to him on Friday about the whole thing. Alright, never mind. I need a color reference. So I'm letting him flounder just a little bit. Because I've all the questions he's had, even though I had Friday off, I had already figured out solutions to these. And I did. Just replacing a contactor at the hospital, Holy Family Hospital, for one of their HVAC, not an HVAC, but one of their fans for air circulation. And it's really a one-man job, but we don't have enough work for everyone, so Andre got put with me, which is fine. I don't mind working with Andre. Dang it. Oh. Yes. And that one's... Screen, that screen, that screen. That screen. And actually, whoop. Well. So yeah, like, he's like, oh, we need to get truck 10. I'm like, nope, took care of that on Saturday. We need all these things. It's like, yeah, well, I was gonna get up extra early since I have to go pick up the contactor. Because by the time that showed up on my schedule, it was 4 o'clock Friday afternoon, and I wasn't gonna be able to go and pick that up, that part up in time. Guess we're gonna do that, and then it's got like a nice red, pink. 50% opacity. Maybe 75 once we get there. So basically I told him, you can figure that out. John's the one that, because he was like, oh, John told me we need all these parts. And I was like, well, where did he tell you that? He's like, well, at the shop. I was like, why didn't you grab those parts on Friday while you were there? It's like, well, I can go pick them up. It's like, you go do that. So. Wait, no, that's not green. This is, I think it needs to be more vivid. It's like darker. Oh, I saw watercolor. Kind of like that. No, but it's still darker. Oh shoot, that's my 50% opacity layer. That's why. Hey, that is definitely a question for Andrea. It's her favorite. There we go. Lighter. Everything. Yeah, but it's still got. All right, there we go. Nope. Definitely more green. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna cheat. Just boop. Just gonna steal the colors. So I could sit here all day and guess. Except for it's like dark right there. Your tail is a nice, as you put it, a very yummy green. Not my words. I think it's darker than that. Yeah, a little more blue. Yeah, right about there. We gotta do a scan. Okay. Yep, yummy green. Ba-dum-bum. Oh. Oh. Where is Mallory Farms? Now that I think about it. Maps. I don't think we're going to the one in Kentucky.
Probably not.
Washington. One second, I gotta, because now that I think about it, farms I'm thinking of isn't Mallory Farms. Medical Lake, okay. Okay, sorry for that distraction. So not as far away as I thought it was. Looks like we're coming back. So I'm actually not going to be... I'll be out of town for like a day, but I'm not overnight. So that'll be nice. And we'll see. I might not even be going to pick it up. It can easily change. Mostly because if any paperwork surfaces, it will be put on my lap, which I'm fine with, because that means I get to stay inside out of the cold. And the guys don't mind because they despise doing paperwork. I can't say I overly enjoy doing it, but this time of year, so I do have to say, Andrea, this is the first time that I've drawn your face, and I feel that it actually looks like you. I mean, definitely before I've gotten close, but this is the first time that... Yes! But with the angle I had and whatnot, took a few artistic liberties because I was having trouble. This one, I feel, is a better job. I did a better job. When drawing other people's real life people's faces, you get to a point where you're like, okay, well, I'm just gonna have to call it good and keep moving, otherwise I'm just gonna get super mad at this and never finish it. And I just really like how everything else came out. Like, I'm not like upset on how that one came out, but I'm a lot happier on this one. I did this on 2 separate layers. Whatever. Yeah, I mean, I looked at a lot of pictures, to be fair. Because there's one thing I learned from my one art class that actually taught me how to draw a little bit. Actually, quite a bit. I learned quite a bit in that class. But the biggest thing is use a reference. Learn how to draw real life things, and then you can stylize it. Which sounds crazy, but they're right. So you get... I know a lot of people talk crap. Actually, there was a discussion on Twitter today about people being like, don't listen to your art teachers when they tell you to stop drawing in that style and whatnot. I mean, that was part of the conversation. The beginning of that whole conversation was, don't 100% believe your university teachers that are trying to force you to draw in the current Cal Art style, because when you get into the industry, there's a good chance it'll have changed. So don't put too much weight in that. Stranger, do you want the little scale happy trail? If you don't, I can get rid of it. it's a little bit of a hallmark of mine, so. See what, in Critical Role today, I just got to the point where Percy killed a horse on accident. Terry got, oh really, it's Terry got kidnapped and they just rescued him. Just poor Dodie. Also, Andrea, if you prefer a different color for your top, that is super easily changed. That was one of the colors I have on my palette, pre-selected palette for pomegranate, so I just grabbed it real quick. Because yeah, I think the last thing I did before I paused it so I could start the stream, or last thing I heard is Percy asking Pike, being like, can you revive this horse? Wait, no, they actually got to the dad. I don't know if they ended up reviving the horse. Did you guys watch the little thing I posted in Discord? Because it's Critical Role related and it's hilarious. If you watched the video that I posted in Discord earlier today. I know, right? It's the only thing that can't be replaced. It's just, that's so on point for Pike. Cause all sweet, all nice, and then she'll say something that's like, that is so evil. What almost killed me though is the beach episode with Dodie brushing Tyrion's hair and singing is Terry. Just overall, it's quite creepy. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, Dodie 2.0 that can speak one word. Someone other than Adam playing RimWorld. One other person in the world. I kid. Nope, you. Yeah, how comes editing? That's a long episode. We went later. Cause I mean, why wouldn't we? Why would we want to wait till 2 more weeks? I guess we did have some more breaks. People still 7. Alright, back to this. Yeah. It's already 9:18. I did have a lot of people wish me good luck before this D&D session. Thank you. So I was watching a stream and I was like, gotta go. Well, because yeah, I was watching a stream, and since I have started streaming, I participate more in the chat, because now I understand when no one's chatting and you're trying to talk. Like, I don't mind if people just want to lurk, like 100% support you in doing that. But I have a better understanding when people do chat, even if it's over trivial stuff. It helps. So but I was like, okay, well, I gotta go. I've got D&D session. And everyone was just like, good luck. Have fun. I think it was more of a good luck in storming the castle sort of thing. But still. Because a lot of them was like, good luck fighting the orcs. And I'm just like, yeah. We did literally storm a fortress. Yeah, we did. Successfully. That was the part we did the best. Because then after that, we stopped rolling all our good rolls. Oh, you be quiet. It's okay. The best druid fixed it. Only good druid. For now, we might get one of those fancy medallions, amulet things, and then someone can take a few levels in druid. So we will have the best teacher. You never know. Okay, good night, Sea Spray. Take care. But depending on who in the party takes the druid level will determine if Bitsy is still the only good druid. I kid, but if it's Oleg,
You just turn into animals.
he would just turn into animals, but also think of everything he could do as an animal. He could actually be sneaky. Actually, I don't think he has high enough wisdom. Oh. Time does not have high enough wisdom to become a druid. Wisdom was the dump stat. I think you need at least like a 13 in wisdom for multi-classing. And time has a 10. It's like, I guess that answers that question. Kizzy, on the other hand, she's probably got at least a little bit of wisdom. Actually, I think that's her spellcasting stat, so for clerics. So yeah, probably. But who knows, Bitsy could end up converting what's-her-face. Yeah. And I don't know what Absinthe Wisdom is. I don't think it's a dump stat, though, so... Do you remember what Absinthe Wisdom is?
It's not bad. I think the only thing that I don't have a bonus on is strength.
Yeah, so... Absinthe and Kizzy. Yeah. I'm sorry. That looks pretty good. Do some shading on these rocks. Just like I regret not having time trying to chase after Kizzy and the Druid more. But the last thing I wanted was for time to run out of time and have to cause Kizzy to choose between time drowning in the ocean or falling to... I mean, he wouldn't have fallen his death. He had a scroll of feather falling, but... hated for her to have to choose between time and answers. So... But yeah, I know I told Adam this, but yeah, if time was there, he would have definitely shot that druid as soon as Bitsy would have hesitated about going with them for answers. Like, just nope, boom. Time has abandonment issues. The thing is, he would have regretted that later, but in the heat of the moment, he would have just... Meow. 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 Wow, that water looks like freaking fantastic.
Yeah, it does.
If only I could draw other background things that look that good. But that would require drawing other background things. Yeah. Unfortunately. Yay. Let's do some clouds. These clouds are fun to draw. Barely a little bit of... See, that was too much. Just barely a little lighter to get that underside, and it creates a nice 3D effect. Okay. Yeah, need a little flush. Blush. That's it. That's the word I'm looking for. Them cheeks. More blush. What's that layer? I don't know what that layer's for. Ooh, 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 ooh. Actually, do you think Flygon has scales? I would think Flygon has scales. Oh, I think I know what that layer is. Nope, that's for clouds. Layer, nope. It is dragon type. I think it would have scales, but it comes from a bug. Bugs don't have scales. Yeah. Why are you working? Oh, wrong layer. That's why it isn't working. Brrr. There. And then over Dipper. Dipper, don't do that. Don't bonk my hand while I'm drawing. Oh, nope. 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 Let go. Ah. This is the boy. He's a big boy. He loves kisses. Ah. You can hang out while I finish this up. Oh. Yes, it's a pretty big kitty. The other hand. He's like, I don't have anything to hold on to. There we go. Thing is he does kind of like it. How well are you showing up on this? Oh, not very well. You guys can't see, he's in my lap. Oh. Oh. Sad. Well, you can stay in my lap even though you're not on camera. Okay. It's not 2017 anymore. Oh. I hate 8s. It's gonna be a long year. No more drawings. What is the episode going up this next week? Or tomorrow? Oh, this boy. I think. Beans. I thought it was beans. Couldn't. Yeah, because the last one was not. Because the one before was Allison. This last one was trees. Couldn't remember if the trees was the same session as the beans, but yeah, no, it's the beans. The one that I might have ruined for you. So close, apparently, from freaking dropping that hawk form. Squeezy boy. Okay. Well, I think we're good there. Thank you guys for joining as always. Thank you for one person on Twitch you may have been lurking this whole time, you may not have been. Whichever. Hope you have a good night. And yeah. Talk to you guys later.